Fantastic Voyage of Goddard is the last main level and, by extension, is hands down the longest and most difficult level of the bunch. This is the level you want to stock up lives for, because of the boss at the end mainly. After the big wand, you can mash start to skip a cutscene. This is the last time you'll be sent to Jimmy's lab, so switch to Danny and head for the portal when the level loads in. After the level itself loads in and the text is done, head straight forward. After the cutscene, switch to Timmy and throw the nut into the pool with A. This will cause a bubble to rise that you can bounce on. Pick up the next nut and walk along the bubble without falling in the gap. After the flea appears, walk up to the left path. Throughout the level, the fleas will jump around and create small shockwaves or shoot fireballs that can hurt you. It is very easy to get stuck on the enemies in this level, so don't push anything on the controller when holding the nut and try to push through the enemies. When you make it to the next pool, drop the nut in and wait for the bubble. In 1P2C or co-op, have Danny run along the first bubble and have Timmy quit out while he's holding the nut. Then spawn Timmy to you when you're next to the pool so he can just throw it in. Jump along the bubble as Danny, and when you get to the next gap, float to the very edge of it to skip having to throw another nut. When you get to this cracked surface, have Timmy place a nut on the top of it with B. Don't throw it with A or it will break it. Sometimes Timmy won't drop it unless you're in a specific spot, so move around a bit until he drops it on the center. As Danny, jump on top of it to get up to the top path. For 1P2C and co-op, pick the nut up again as Timmy and have him quit out. Then switch to him at the top of the ramp so he can throw it in the pool. For solo, just keep going as Danny. Then go to this path in the back and pick up the nut as Timmy. If any of the fleas throughout the level are too in the way, freeze them to kill them quickly. Bring it over to the pool and throw it in. If you ever see an arrow above any of the pools, that means you can just throw it with A and then it'll probably land in there. Then just head along the path as Danny. Throughout the level, try to phase out to avoid any fleas, but also be mindful of how much power you're wasting. When you get here, have the platform move Timmy to the left so he can throw the nut in the pool. Then move forward as Danny when the bubble comes up and be sure to grab the life in the middle. After this door, you need to stun the nanobot. Get near him and use Ghostly Wail. Then slam jump next to him and overshadow it with B. Bring it to the black and yellow part on the ground and then exit with B. If you're low on power, each of these types of rooms with nanobots have a purple pod in one of the corners. Keep going forward as Danny. Make sure you aren't phased out when the camera changes, as your power will still deplete while you can't move. Once you regain control, head down and to the right on the far left path. Then when Timmy is off camera, spawn him near you to turn the wheel. After the cutscene, move back and go up to the right. When the path forks, take the upper road and spawn Timmy next to the wheel again to turn it. Then go back and take the low road. When you see it, take the path pointing upwards and go through the door. Keep going. When you touch the black and yellow floor, another nanobot will appear, so repeat what you did earlier. You have to do this 3 more times, so keep repeating the process while watching for items if you need them. After the last one, go through the elevator. Head forward until the text boxes appear. You need to do 3 trials so Goddard can trust you to let you enter his head. After the text, head into the port directly to the left of you. When you enter it, hold a direction to get through the sets of text faster. Danny has to grab 5 wrenches that are scattered around the yard. The first one you need to bounce on the umbrella and float a bit to get it. The second one is in the top right corner on the car. The third one is in this green room you need to phase through on the left. Fourth is on this tree you need to float from the trampoline to get. The fifth one is on top of the lab. Press A when you're prompted, then talk to Goddard with B and go through the gate. After that, head up to the next port. After the text, SpongeBob has to soak 5 plants around the yard. Be sure to switch to Timmy and take out all of the enemies first to make it a lot easier. Then stand right next to the pool and press B to soak the water. First, stand in between these 2 on the left and swing the stick back and forth when spitting to hit both of them. Next, go up right. This one is kind of tricky to hit both, so use the marks on the ground to find where to stand. Spray the last one. Then talk to Goddard and leave. Go right to the last port. Timmy also has to find 5 wrenches around the yard. The first one is upright under the car, and then the second one is next to the lab. Put the car down next to it to jump up to the third wrench. The fourth one is up left under the doghouse. Bring the doghouse to the sprinkler and jump on it to get to the last one. Then switch to Danny, talk to Goddard, and leave. Now jump up to the top of the pyramid in the center and go left while grabbing the health. This level might not seem so bad at first, but it's all because of this mini boss. If you've played the game before, you know that this boss just devours your life, so be prepared because it's going to be rough. This is where most people, when casually playing, they decided that they weren't going to finish the game or they put it down because they didn't like this part at all.
But I was sure that the flea bot was here.
You know what? You can afford to be wrong once in a while.
After the cutscene, switch to SpongeBob. The Fleabot will jump around a lot, creating a shockwave upon landing each time. It'll either spit out 3 fireballs or keep jumping. When it stops is your window to attack. You want to be able to spam bubble bombs right next to it. It can be pretty finicky, so if a bomb comes out but doesn't explode, try throwing it at them. You want to be at the perfect distance from the Fleabot so they'll explode. When it's charging fireballs, you can see a red circle under its mouth. I use the outside of the circle as my cue to start spamming. If they don't explode, get closer, and if they don't come out, back up. The Fleabot initially will jump 3 or 4 times before retreating. When it's in the background, you need to quickly run to the sides of the arena and hit one of Goddard's eardrums to knock him off. Attacking next to it instead of pushing B seems to work better, so do that instead. The Fleabot usually starts jumping around in consistent spots without stopping, so use this chance to give SpongeBob power and grab health. The items in the arena always respawn, so stock up and always watch your lives and meters. If at any point SpongeBob is out of power, use the foam gloves, or if he's knocked out, use Ghost Punch or Clef when you're close, or shoot him with the Star Flinger or Tornado Blaster if you're a ways away. Otherwise, when he stops, keep attacking with the bombs. After a while, he'll start jumping more and more times after each cycle. The Fleabot will always land in consistent spots that make up a clockwise circle. Ideally, he should go down before having to recharge a 3rd time, but because this fight is dumb sometimes, 3 cycles is still pretty decent. Once he collapses, that's it. If the cutscene starts, you made it through the worst part of the run. A good time for the level would be a low 14 minutes, while under 14 to a mid 13 is pretty good. In 1P2C, definitely aim for a mid 13. That's it for Fantastic Voyage of Goddard. Next time I'll talk about Calamitous' Doomsday Lab and how to beat the final boss quickly, so thanks for watching and I hope you tune in next time.